Hey guys, Hello Bella here, coming to you with a Merch by Amazon update video for March 2021. These are my royalties, and I'll tell you about kind of what I sold and how the month went, and how I'm going to proceed for April. So, royalties for March were really high. I was super happy, so forgive my look and the room in the background. I've got a death pile of stuff that I've bought to sell on Amazon FBA that I have to get processed, but I don't even know if it's going to happen today. But anyways, it's a pile of junk. But I've got a lot of exciting things to tell you about. I haven't been making a video about merch for a while, probably about 2 weeks, so I've got some updates for you guys. But anyways, the royalties were $3,702, and that's for the US market. And then I had a few other sales on these other markets, but nothing super crazy. But every little bit does add up, so I'm not gonna discount that. But I wanted to show you my royalty so far. This is for the whole year so far in 2021, so you can see January we had pretty good 2,838, and then February we went back down to 1,525, and then in March we went back up 3,702. So already made over $8,000 in royalties for the first quarter of 2021. And with that being said, hopefully I'm on track to reach the 30K mark this year for my merch business without spending any ad money. I didn't spend any ad money this year at all, so this is all just organic traffic. So I'm going to flip over to Pretty Merch and we'll take a look at those analytics. Okay guys, here we see the Pretty Merch dashboard. This gives you a little bit more data about your sales. You can see that I sold 965 items. I had 40 returns, and there's going to be a little bit of a discrepancy here between what I received, 3,700, and the royalty amount on Pretty Merch. I guess they have to account for some returns and things like that, but overall they're still pretty close. But my royalties per sale was $3.97, so almost a $4 royalty for every single sale, which we like to see. Then we've got 31 sales per day was my average, so I'm taking home $123 a day, which is awesome. I can easily live off of that. I don't know about your cost of living where you are, but $123 a day buys me pretty much everything that I need or want. I don't spend a lot of money, and hopefully eventually I can just live off of my Merch by Amazon income, and then I will just be able to really not do very much at all, just a couple hours on my computer per day, and then just kind of have the rest of my time to myself. So that is kind of the goal. But with that being said, we've got some more data here. We've got best day for March, 53 sales, $228, so that was an outlier type of day. That was almost double what I normally do, so not sure what happened there, but I hope that it keeps happening. Overall, 245 unique products sold, so only 2.6% of all my products sold this month. And then we can see down here that most of that was the standard t-shirt, so 71% of sales were standard shirts. And then we got 10% of sales being v-necks, 7% of sales being tank tops, and then we've got a small subset here of premium shirts, hoodies, iPhone cases, tote bags. I do need to put a little bit more time into tote bags, but honestly the royalty on them is just only $2 to $3 for what I've been selling them at, so it's really kind of not as worth it to me. And then we sold a few pop sockets and a few long sleeves and sweatshirts, and even a few throw pillows thrown in there. So now let's take a look at the colors. So the color scheme staying the same. We've got 44% asphalt. That is my best seller, so that is why that is so high there. And then we've got black 16%, dark heather 15%, white 6%, heather gray 3%, heather blue 2%. People really like those heather colors for some reason, so they do enjoy that. And then the rest of these are kind of minuscule in comparison. We did have more green because of St. Patrick's Day, I believe, so that kind of makes a little bit of sense. But let's see here what all sold. Obviously, I will not show you my best sellers because that would be a detriment to my own business, but we can take a look here. The most of my money came from this one design. $1,762 came from one shirt, which is kind of insane if you really think about it, like, because I made that shirt like over a year ago, so the work is done and it's still producing this much money for me, so that is an awesome feeling. Looks like most of the shirts didn't do as well as this, obviously, but most of my shirts have been selling pretty consistently. That the ones that I consider to be evergreens. Down here is a v-neck shirt. This sold 42 times. It made me $227. And then we've got another V-neck here that sold 27 times to make me $93. Got another standard shirt, another standard, and then a tank top here sold 12 times to make me $70. So think about how you can add some of these tank tops to your portfolio. I can see tank tops have been selling for me at $19.99 and even $22.99 or $22.95, just whatever you want to do. And just think, if you're the only one who's entering a market, say there's no other person with that phrase on the particular shirt, you can price a little higher. That's just my tip for you guys. I've been seeing, like, if I'm the first one entering a market, I'll just go ahead and default to the $19.99 price and just be done with it, and that way I don't have to go back and edit everything. Really, the only time that I'm using that competitive pricing is when I am, in a sea of other people, and then I have to kind of compete on price as well as my design quality. Just scrolling down a little bit more, you can see standard t-shirts make up the bulk of my income here. We've got a little hoodie sold 6 times, made me $42.90, so $7.15 each on this hoodie royalty, so that's a really good seller there because it only had to sell a couple of times. Then we've got some more standard shirt, a v-neck, a pullover hoodie, sold 4 times, made me $22.80, so I think I've got that one priced a little lower. I believe that's $32.95 is the price point for that. Then we got a tank top, another hoodie. I believe this price point is $34.95 if you want to make $7.15 off of it. Then we've got standard shirt, standard shirt, standard shirt. So, yeah, I will show you just a couple of these, and then we can talk strategy, and we can talk about the state of my account and what we're doing this month. To be honest with you guys, April is flying by for me. It's halfway over, so haven't done very much on my account because I've had company. I've had my mom come and stay. She stayed for since the 31st to, I believe, the 9th or the 10th, so I've pretty much just taken off this whole past 10 days, so I'm ready to get back on it. I'm ready to get back on track and kind of do some uploading and do some thinking about my business in terms of the strategy. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and go over here into the dashboard and see what's going on with my merch account. Okay guys, so this is the last thing that we're going to be looking at. You can see this is the Pretty Merch Pro dashboard. I am on the 20,000 tier, cute little unicorn squad guy, and I have 9,398 products uploaded. My I guess what you would say my big goal is to reach 15,000 slots filled by September, so I can go into Q4 with a pretty large amount of designs. I'm trying to go for a mix of quality and quantity. I don't want to upload things just on the off chance that they might sell. I try to do the research before I upload, that way I don't upload things that are kind of pointless. But so far, only 14% of my products have ever sold, so that's kind of typical. And then we've got down here, we are in the month of April now, so I'll let you get a little sneak peek of how the month's going so far, since you were nice enough to watch the video this long. But the last 7 days have been good. $1,072 in 7 days, which is, it's pretty nice. Nice for me to not have to focus so much on my FBA business. I can kind of sit back a little bit and let this death pile up and not have to worry about it. So, but yeah, yesterday was good, $145, and then so far this month, in the month of April, we've done $1,969, and we're only halfway through the month. Not even halfway, because I'm recording this on the 14th. So, yeah, I'm really happy with that. And then you can see my all-time sales. I've sold $59,143 on Merch by Amazon ever. So, a lot of that came from last year. So hopefully we can hit that 100K mark pretty soon, maybe in the next year or so. We can see that happening. But overall, the account is something that I think that, as much work as you can put into it, the better. This is how I've seen my account grow, is just kind of being consistent and kind of making sure I hit my upload targets and setting those goals to begin with, because if you don't really have any goals set, then how can you reach them, or how can you fall short of them? So that's a big thing for me, is like, okay, this is my target and this is where I will be. So my target for the end of April will be to have 10,000 designs uploaded, so I gotta get to work. But anyways, I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this Merch by Amazon update video. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you found this information useful or interesting, and I will talk to you guys soon.